Of the origin of government. The origin of government has in all ages no less perplexed the heads of lawyers and politicians, than the origin of evil has embarrassed divines and philosophers, and it is probable the world may receive a satisfactory solution on both those points of inquiry at the same time. The various opinions on the origin of government have been reduced to four. 1. That dominion is sounded in grace. 2. On force or mere power. 3. On compact. 4. On property. The first of these opinions is so absurd, and the world has paid so very dear for embracing it, especially under the administration of the Roman pontiffs, that mankind seem at this day to be in a great measure cured of their madness in this particular, and the notion is pretty generally exploded and hissed off the stage. To those who lay the foundation of government in force and mere brutal power, it is objected that their system destroys all distinction between right and wrong, that it overturns all morality and leaves it to every man to do what is right in his own eyes, that it leads directly to skepticism and ends in atheism. When a man's will and pleasure is his only rule and guide, what safety can there be either for him or against him, but in the point of a sword? On the other hand, the gentlemen in favor of the original compact have been often told that their system is chimerical and unsupported by reason or experience. With regard to the fourth opinion, that dominion is sounded in property, what is it but playing with words? Dominion in one sense of the term is synonymous with property, so one cannot be called the foundation of the other, but as one name may appear to be the foundation or cause of another. But let the origin of government be placed where it may, the end of it is manifestly the good of the whole. Salus populi suprema lex esto, is of the law of nature, and part of that grand charter given the human race, though too many of them are afraid to assert it, by the only monarch in the universe, who has a clear and indisputable right to absolute power, because he is the only one who is omniscient as well as omnipotent. The end of government being the good of mankind, points out its great duties. It is above all things to provide for the security, the quiet, and happy enjoyment of life, liberty, and property. There is no one act which a government can have a right to make, that does not tend to the advancement of the security, tranquility, and prosperity of the people. If life, liberty, and property could be enjoyed in as great perfection in solitude, as in society, there would be no need of government. But the experience of ages has proved that such is the nature of man, a weak, imperfect being, that the valuable ends of life cannot be obtained, without the union and assistance of many. Hence it is clear that men cannot live apart or independent of each other. In solitude men would perish, and yet they cannot live together without contests. These contests require some arbitrator to determine them. The necessity of a common, indifferent, and impartial judge makes all men seek one, though few find him in the sovereign power of their respective states or anywhere else in subordination to it.